are now in a time of rapid, accelerated awakening that's happening on the planet, and it's no longer for the sages or the masters. It's for each one of us to recognize that not only is it our divine birthright and our essential nature to be awakened, but it's also what strikes me right now is it feels like it's our responsibility, that each one of us is now responsible for awakening our own self to this realization, this greater reality. And I write a lot in the book. There's a whole chapter on levels of conscious awareness, which we could get into, but essentially we come in whole and perfect, and then we begin to forget, couch depressed and really unable to move for quite some time. And then I had this great awakening that happened in India, where my ego was stripped away. And I lived that way for a day or two. And then I woke up one day and recognized that I had a permanent shift. Now, it didn't mean my ego was gone, but how I've related to it since then has been completely different. And so that was the beginning of my journey that brought me to knowing that I needed to write this book, because my intention for the book is to write through my own journey, through anecdotes, through mystical truth of how each of us can really walk through the pain that my own ego created, and the harm I caused others, the harm I caused myself, and what it meant for me to get peace with that, and what it meant for me to have a way to describe this experience that I know that all of us not only can have, but we're each called to do now at this time in our evolution. So what my hope and my intention is that all the darkness, all the pain I caused myself and others is now useful, because I chose, I could have easily chosen to close off and be bitter. But what I chose instead is, this is for my awakening, and I'm going to embrace it. I'm going to bring it into my experience, and I know when I transform, I'm going to have something to say. Because what I'm really writing about in my book is shifting into a way of being that is beyond these concepts. It's beyond our thoughts, beyond our stories. It's literally being moved into a new way of being and seeing that is completely different than what I would have called human. And it's absolute freedom and connection. And it's not even connection, it's oneness.